Tonight, a local fire chief in the fight of his life as he battles coronavirus.
My lungs were completely full of infection and fluid, and I basically was drowning.
We first told you about Norton Chief Mike Schultz last week as he lay in a COVID unit. His wife spoke of his struggles.
And tonight, as Bob Jones explains, the chief is now home, but his recovery is far from over.
I was so out of fight that I was at peace with the fact that I was dying.
10 days after his near-death experience with COVID-19, Norton Fire Chief Mike Schultz struggles catching his breath. He remains tired and emotional.
This is very emotional, the whole thing. I've been like a blubbering nut for days.
The 55-year-old firefighter desperately wants to return to work, but isn't sure when or if he can.
32 brothers that I miss every day. So, yeah.
Schultz began feeling ill with a cough 2 days before Thanksgiving. Several days later, things turned life-threatening.
My wife found me laying over the vanity in the bathroom, and she said all I told her was to call 911, that I was dying.
Diagnosed with COVID-19 and pneumonia, Schultz spent 5 days at Cleveland Clinic Akron General. In the COVID unit, there was fear and mental challenges.
The COVID unit is a scary place. I mean, you're locked in a room 24/7 by yourself.
Schultz slowly made progress, crediting the healthcare workers.
They are amazing.
He returned home last Friday, but feels far from himself.
I have the lung capacity of a chipmunk, I think, at this point.
The chief says before COVID-19, he was healthy, ate well, and went for runs on the towpath. But now he has new health issues. Before the virus, he was not diabetic. After he contracted the virus, his blood sugar levels started soaring, going as high as 500.
I instantly became insulin dependent from COVID.
Now his wife Carla, who spoke with us last week, has the virus but is doing okay. The chief also said about a dozen Norton firefighters have contracted COVID-19. None got sicker than Schultz. The chief says when given the chance, he will take the vaccine.
It can't get any worse than it was for me.
And he hopes by sharing his story, it sends a message to others.
I still think there are people who don't take this seriously. It is a big deal. This is real.
In Norton, Bob Jones, News 5.